Hello and welcome to This Board Game Life. I'm your host Mark, and today I'm unboxing Clank Catacombs Underworld, which is an expansion for Clank Catacombs from Direwolf. In the Underworld's the second expansion to this deck building game, deck building dungeon crawling game. This sees the thieves going deeper than ever before with special new tiles offering entry to a mysterious new realm. Underworld expands upon the push your luck experience of Clank Catacombs with even better treasures awaiting in the deepest areas if you can escape. This game is designed by Paul Denon, published by Direwolf in 2025. It's ranges 13 and up for 2 to 4 players, plays in about 45 to 90 minutes. And before we get to the table, as always, if you would be so kind to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you have not yet subscribed, and be sure to hit that bell icon so you'll never miss any new content. All right, so let's get to the table and take a look at Catacombs along with some promo cards. All right, so we can zoom in. Yay! All right, so let's open up this box. So again, you do have to have Clank Catacombs to play this. This is the second expansion in the Catacombs line. Layers and I just said it in the other video. Layers and Lost Chambers, I think is what it is the first one. So again, you do need the base game to play this. So let's take a look at what comes in the box. This is absolutely one of my most favorite games. I really love Clank. So we got our rule book. So here's some components. We do get a underworld starting tile, 7 underworld tiles, 6 depth tiles. We got fate cards, dungeon cards, 50 dungeon deck cards. We got prisoners, major secrets, minor market items, ladder tokens, artifact enhancers, a magic lair, which is worth 16 points. We got some undercoins. We got harpy tokens. We have the market board imp assistance, the underworld guardian marker and monster card, some reference cards, and a monkey shrine replacement. So let's see. It says the dungeon cards from this expansion can be identified by the watermark in the. Okay, so they got a little watermark. They do that, but I do wish, I love this game, but I wish they would have sometimes those watermarks can be a little tough to see. I wish they were a little easier to read. But anyways, not a lot here. There's the setup. It says prepare your stat. Let's see. Anyways, it talks about the underworld. How do I get there? So the main way to reach the underworld is by using a ladder on one of the new depth tiles. So if you are in a ladder room, you may spend 1 boot to descend into the underworld. Each ladder is labeled with the letter A through E. When you use one of them, you arrive in the ladder room with a corresponding underworld tile. If that underworld tile hasn't been placed yet, then you discover a tile to place it there. So, okay. So they're going to have some new tiles, looks like, that will go into the game. That will have ladders on it, and then that allows you to descend into the underworld. So I'm talking about the various things that are going to happen down there. And there we go. So we're looking at 12 pages. Again, nice reference guide on the back. So really looking forward to playing this. Now I got to find a new insert too. I was looking through some inserts, and I need to upgrade anyways. My insert's not really good that I had. And I do see I always carry the Adventuring Party expansion with the game. I've never played the Adventuring Party aspect of it. I've always used it to make the game go up to 6 players, which is kind of funny because the Adventuring Party gives you characters which have different abilities and different cards and stuff. So I need to maybe use that going forward instead of everyone having the identical starting deck. But all right, so let's take a peek. Let's start with some of the cardboard here. So these are like the underworld tiles. I don't know what all this stuff is, but those give you a look at some of the new stuff. Again, I just kind of rattled off in the book there about what is in here. So these are going to be some of those new rooms. I don't see that these are labeled, right? A through F or anything. Maybe those aren't the same ones. There's a ladder. These all have ladders. Maybe I put ladder tokens down or something. But yeah, see, there's ladder tokens right there. A through E. And then that has an A on it. So then you would go to wherever the A is. You probably put these out randomly or something. I don't know. We'll find out when we read the rules. So those are some new cards or new tiles for the game, for the main game, to allow you to go down into the underworld. Oh, I hate these ghost tiles. The haunted tiles. Oh, there's haunted ones down there too. Really looking forward to seeing and playing this though. Really love freaking Clank Catacombs. It's so good. All right, there's Clank Digital and Dune Imperium Digital. We got a bunch of baggies to hold the stuff. So here's a wooden, the Guardian of the Underworld. Here's a marker for the Guardian. Looks like a 3-headed dog. I'm wondering if that's what it is. Release the hound. Speaking of hounds, mine are somewhere around here. All right, so we'll take a peek at some of the cards. All right. So here, Wealth of Knowledge, Arrival, all players get, I guess, an undercoin. I think that's one of those. Yeah, you can see the watermark under there. Let's see, like when you got a lot of text on it, it's really hard to see that watermark on there. But we got a burial urn, lantern. So soul prism. When you trash this, free a prisoner. The Thunder Striker, 3 swords, and draw a card worth 1 point for each Harpy trophy you have. Tome of Intellect, draw 2 cards. This counts as a secret tome. Nice. The Tome of the Ape Lords. If you have a monkey idol, this counts as a secret tome. Ooh, but you got to put in 3 Clank to get that. I didn't even see the other one. This one doesn't require that one. 3. Utility Knife allows you to draw a card. A couple of those. Garnet. You get an undercoin and draw a card. I guess the undercoins are going to be what you use in the Underworld's marketplace, would be kind of what I would guess. The Underworld Guardian. Here's the monster. When encountered, you must defeat this or take 2 damage. Defeat. Take the 2 times artifact enhancer. And as a trophy, you get a bonus artifact. And it won't count towards your artifact limit. That's nice. Uh-oh. These are different. So here's the Fool. These are very different cards. Let's roll in a little bit more tighter on this. So we've got the Fool. It's worth 10 points if you have 2 stumbles. Okay. Here's the Magician. At the end of the game, this counts as a secret tome. Reveal on a future turn. When revealed, you don't have to stop in Crystal Caves' turn. The High Priestess. That's interesting. The Empress is worth 6 points if you have a crown. The Emperor is worth 12 if you have an artifact enhancer, a crown, and a monkey idol. The Hierophant, reveal on a future turn to teleport to an adjacent room. The Lovers, reveal this immediately to heal up 2. The Chariot, reveal this immediately. 1 boot for... Reveal this immediately. You get a boot for each turn. Oh, you gain... Oh, this probably gives you ongoing, I'm guessing, but you lose 3 points. So I wonder if these things are things that sit out in front of you. This says if you have a Harpy trophy, you gain 3 points. 2 Harpies give you 5. 3 Harpies give you 8. So that's strength. It's at the end. Worth 6 if you have a monkey idol. Again, these are endpoint stuff. So that's the Hermit. Here's Wheel of Fortune, worth 10 if you have 10 or more gold. Justice, reveal any time, allows you to carry an additional artifact. It's nice. The Hanged Man, reveal this immediately. Add a ghost cube from the supply to the Clank area. Oof. Death, if you have an artifact, score your points, even if you were knocked out in the depths. Worth 1 or -5 if you were knocked out in the depths. Temperance, it's worth 4 points. The Imp, if you have 1 gem, gain 4 points. 2 gems is 8, 3 or more is 12. The Tower, you may reveal this if you're in a tower room to gain 3 undercoins. The Star, you may reveal this when 1 or more of your cubes are drawn from the bag. Return those cubes to your supply instead of taking damage. Very nice. The Moon, worth 8 points if you have 2 or more Underworld market items. The Sun is worth 10 if you have a mastery token. Judgment, reveal this immediately. The dragon will attack. The World, worth 7 if you have 3 or more market items. And then here's some player aids. So the undercoins are just like gold, but can also pay the Underworld toll. Okay. This little symbol, when you start your turn in the Underworld, you must pay a toll of 1 undercoin to the bank. If you can't, you must make 2 Clank. This little one is when you start your turn in a tower room, you get an extra boot. And when you enter an underground lake room, you may trash a card in your play area or discard pile. This side says the first time you enter any Fate room, draw 3 cards from the Fate deck. Keep 1 and return the other 2 to the bottom of the Fate deck. Most Fate cards are revealed at the end of the game to score points. A few exceptions specify other times to reveal them or additional effects. So I'm guessing that's what all these are. Yeah, these are the Fate. These were the Fate cards. And then lastly, when you enter a room with a Harpy token, you must fight it using 2 swords or take a damage. When you defeat a Harpy, take it as a trophy, placing it in your personal supply, then take 1 undercoin for each Harpy trophy you have. So, all right. So that's that. Those sets of cards. We've got some more here. I do see an Abyssal Hydra. Oh. Yes, it has a little pull tab, but I can't find the tab. It's not pulling. All right, so these are going to be all, looks like, yeah, these are going to be new for the deck. So we've got no new monster. I'm not going to read all of these. There's just too many of them, but there's the Chimera monster. There's the Cyclops. More Cyclops. A Grave Robber. So, another Grave Robber. There's a Harpy Matriarch. The Shifting Shadow. These are kind of cool looking. Wild Boar. Another boar. Now we got a catapult device. So this is +2 Clank to teleport to an adjacent room. The Money Changer's booth. Mystic Elevator. Oh, +1 Clank, but you can teleport to a market room in the Underworld. Underground Spring. If you're in the Underworld, trash a card in your play or discard area. So here we got a Apprentice Thief. George, the Companion. Grey Knight. Hero of Prophecy. Oracle, so we got some companions. Orpheus, the Rebel Rouser, the Rebel Tunnel Guide, Sculptor, another Sculptor, a Soothsayer, another Soothsayer, a Spellblade Invoker, the Underworld Dealer, Underworld Guide, Acid Splash, Big Ideas, Escape Plan, Ethereal Step, Fire Breath. If you make any Clank this turn, draw a card. Quick Trip, and Slink. All right, so that is what comes in the game. And then I did get this promo pack. This was like a pre-order, I believe. I don't think I crowdfunded this. I think this was just a pre-order. I can't remember, but I did get some promotional cards, so I'll show you what those are. So we've got the Sphinx. So it's a trophy of 1 point. We've got Medusa. Got a living statue. The Nether Titan. Jet slippers. So when you trash this, and if you're in the underworld, you may teleport to any ladder room in the depths. Oh, okay. That'd be a good way to get out if you're stuck down there. Magic mirror. Swap your deck in your discard pile, then shuffle your deck. Dusty map. Place a new tile anywhere. And Mr. Whiskers. Put 3 dragon cubes back in the bag. I love those arrivals when it puts dragon cubes back in the bag. All right. Well, that is Clank Catacombs Underworld. This way. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. If you would, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that bell icon so you don't miss new content. Again, feel free to share your comments. Hope you enjoyed this unboxing, and let us know, are you a big fan of Clank? If you are, which version do you like best? There's a ton of them out there. There's a lot of expansions, a lot of base versions. There's Clank in Space, the original Clank, Clank Catacombs, a million expansions. There's the 2 legacy games. I have them all. I've played them all. And Catacombs is my favorite. But let me know what yours is. Looking forward to hearing from you again. Thank you for watching. We'll see you at the table.